Hi, it's Geoff again, your systems administrator here at Brazier Middle College. Last week, we went over in detail the student technical policy and accepted use on the systems here at the school. Today, I'd like to talk to you about more computer procedures and also about digital organization of your files here on the network. It's important that you take some careful notes today, as the information that we'll be covering goes into some technical details. Also, like last week, there will be a quiz at the end of this video, so make sure that you pay close attention. Today, I'd like to go over in detail how to check out the laptops from the cart. At the top of each laptop cart, you'll find a checkout log, and also important information printed and attached to the cart. If you're having trouble remembering all the steps for the wireless refresh, you'll find it printed step by step on the top of each laptop cart. Inside the laptop cart checkout log, you'll find sheets where you should write down your name, the teacher, class period, date, and the number of the laptop that you are checking out. You can find the number of each laptop on the sticker that you'll see in the lower right-hand corner of the closed screen. All the laptops in Laptop Cart 2 have orange stickers. All the laptops in Laptop Cart 1 have yellow stickers. You'll need to write this information down in the log each time that you check out a laptop. It's important that you do this for two reasons. First, it gives the teacher an easy way of checking who's got what laptop and how many that they need to account for at the end of the class period. Second, it protects you. Let's say that there's a laptop damaged in the class and that two people forgot to check out that laptop. When I come to inspect the damaged laptop, I'm going to have to assume that those two people that don't have a record in the log are equally liable for the damage on that laptop, and they may be charged for repairs. So please, protect yourself by taking the time to write down this information. If you happen to notice any damages or malfunctions with any laptop at any time, notify your teacher immediately. This helps me speed up the process of repairing those laptops as quickly as possible. Here at Brazier, we use computers a lot for schoolwork and for research, and the Media Center is just one place you might come to get some of that work done. However, it's important that we all understand a few rules so that we can all use this space effectively. The Media Center is open from 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Mondays through Thursdays, and 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Fridays. The Media Center is intended as a place for work and not entertainment, and that means that you shouldn't hang out here before or after school with your friends. Also, the computers here or anywhere else in the building are intended for schoolwork purposes and not for personal use. This includes things like browsing YouTube and watching TV shows online. As a general rule of thumb, if you're not comfortable with showing a teacher or a parent what you're looking at, then don't look at it here in Brazier. During school, you'll need a pass to come to the Media Center from a teacher. Think of this area like a library. You'll need to stay quiet so that other students and staff members can use this area to do their work. Now, your teachers can reserve the Media Center for an entire class at a time, and because there's a limited number of computers in the Media Center, you are expected to make space for any class coming into the Media Center. If you see a class coming in, please go ahead and log off, save your work, and make space so that a student can use your computer. Please keep your work areas clean. Check around your desks and the tables over the windows for any loose papers or personal items, and make use of the trash cans and the recycle bins that you'll find in the Media Center. Finally, just as a reminder, there is no food allowed in the Media Center at any time. I'd like to go over now an important procedure with the laptops we call the wireless refresh. The laptops that you use here at Brazier give you access to the internet and to your student account through wireless network cards. However, these cards don't always turn on when you turn on the laptop. For that reason, we sometimes have to manually turn the cards off and back on again so that they can join the network so that you can log into your account. Now, it's important that you can tell the difference between these two laptops because the difference is in the model, that will determine what procedure that you use. This is a Latitude D620 laptop, like what you'll find in laptop cart number 1. This is a D531 laptop, like what you'll find in laptop cart number 2. Now, it's not important that you know every single difference in the laptop. What is important is you know where to find the name of each model. If you look in the upper left-hand corner of the keyboard, where the screen joins the body of the laptop, the model number is printed very clearly, here saying Latitude D620. As long as you can remember which is which, you can easily remember this following procedure. On the D620 series laptops, like what you'll find in laptop card number 1, just follow this simple procedure to make sure that your card is active and will let you log on to the network. First, look in the lower right-hand corner of your screen, where you should see a series of green lights. One of them should be on and say Wi-Fi, W-I-F-I. That lets you know that your card has been turned on. If it's illuminated, locate the wireless card switch on the left-hand side of the laptop, about halfway along the length. You'll feel that it has a little raised area where you'll push back towards the screen to turn your Wi-Fi card off. Just push this back one time. You'll feel and hear it click. Once you've done that, you'll notice the little green Wi-Fi light in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen has turned off. Now, you need to wait a full 30 seconds before doing anything further. It's important that you wait the entire 30 seconds because if you take too short of a time, you'll have to do this procedure again. After a full 30 seconds has passed, again, with the switch on the left-hand side of the laptop, pull it back towards you in the direction of the keyboard. Again, you should feel and hear it click. Once you've done this, you'll notice that the green Wi-Fi light comes back on in the lower right-hand corner of the laptop. That tells you that your card has been turned back on. But again, we need to wait another full 30 seconds to give this card the full time to wake up and to join the network. Once that second 30 seconds has passed, you can try logging back in. If the computer beeps or gives you a message that says the domain is not available, you'll need to do this procedure all over again from the beginning. With the D531 series laptops, like what you'll find in laptop cart number 2, the procedure is the same, but the button that you'll be pressing is located in a different place. Again, the very first thing you should do is look in the lower right-hand corner of the screen and make sure that the green Wi-Fi light is actually on. On the D531s, your wireless button is at the top of the keyboard and looks like a small radio tower with waves coming off of it. Press this button one time. It's important that you press the button and do not hold it. If you've pressed the button right one time, you'll notice that the green Wi-Fi light goes off in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Again, we need to wait 30 seconds before proceeding any further. Wait the entire 30 seconds. After 30 seconds has passed, press the Wi-Fi button one time. Your green Wi-Fi light should come back on in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. Again, you need to wait a second 30 seconds before proceeding any further. Once that second 30 seconds has passed, you can try logging onto the laptop. If the laptop beeps or gives you the error message that the domain is not available, you'll need to start over again with this procedure. I know this procedure can seem a little frustrating, and that it's very easy to get impatient and not wait the full 30 seconds when you're trying to log in. However, if you just take your time and do the procedure right, it will take a lot less time overall than having to log in 3 or 4 times just to get onto a laptop. If you're not clear about this procedure, try asking a friend, or stop me at any time in the hall and I'll be happy to schedule a one-on-one demonstration with you. In my video last week, I mentioned how every student here is given storage space on the Mars server. Your student folder is a place for you to keep your digital classwork, and since it's stored on the server, it's available to you from any computer here on the network. Every staff member at Brazier has access to all the student folders so that they can check for digital classwork. Just like a locker, organization is important in your student folder so that you can find and keep up with your work effectively. And just like a messy locker, it can be very hard and frustrating to keep up with your work if it's not organized properly. Here's a few tips to try to help you keep up with your digital files better. First, Try creating a folder for every class that you have so that you can easily and effectively filter out all of your files by class period. Second, try creating either a folder or a text file inside your student folder that you rename as your name. This will help your teachers easily identify who that folder belongs to and double check that they're looking for the right work. Flash drives, or what some people call jump drives, can be a great tool for helping you move your work between school and home. But there's a few things that you need to know to help you choose a good one. First, they come in all shapes, sizes, colors, and storage capacities. I'd recommend one that's at least a 1 gigabyte or 1 GB to have enough storage space for your work here at Brazier. Second, I'd recommend looking for ones that have a cap on the end or some method of pulling the plug back into the body of the flash drive itself to try to protect it against water and dirt. I'd also recommend looking for ones that can attach to a necklace or a lanyard. It's sometimes too easy to forget that you have them in your pocket, and when you throw your clothes in the laundry, they don't hold up too well to being washed. When you're inserting or removing a flash drive from any computer, please be very careful. It's very easy to damage the delicate USB ports inside of the computer, and if you do so, it makes it unusable for anybody else. Finally, understand flash drives are not 100% reliable. They can and they will fail eventually. We did have students last year, some in senior project class, lose all of their work that they stored on flash drives that just one day refused to work. For that reason, it's important that you back up your files and do it often. I'd recommend at least once a week. Try to make a backup at home and at your student folder here. And that way, in a worst case scenario, you won't have lost everything and you'll be able to recover some of your work. In my video last week, I mentioned how you can create internet shortcuts to avoid having to print out web pages that you'd like to use for research. Let me show you how to do that in detail now. All that you have to do is locate the little icon to the left of the address in any web page. Take your mouse, click on that icon, and drag it out directly to the desktop. It'll instantly create a shortcut that'll take you directly back to that web page. If you have a lot of web pages that you'd like to create shortcuts to, you can create a folder, drag and drop the icons into that folder, and then copy that folder to a flash drive. If you don't have a flash drive that day, you could cut and paste the links to those pages into an email and then email yourself. If you don't have internet access at home, you can copy and paste the text of the body of the article that you're looking at into a text file or a Word document, and again copy it to a flash drive. Now, it's important to understand that plagiarism is taken very seriously here at Brazier Middle College. If you haven't learned about plagiarism yet, you will be learning about it in your classes this year. It is never okay to just cut and paste text online or from anywhere else directly into a body of work that you're turning in as an assignment here at school. We all know that sometimes computers don't act the way that they're supposed to, and it can be frustrating when you get an error message that you don't understand. However, if you can just take a moment in these situations, it can make it much easier for me to try to fix the problem, and sometimes you can fix it yourself without having to find me. When you get an error message on the computer, stop and really take a moment to try to understand what it's asking you. Most times, the information to fix the problem is contained within the message itself. If you don't understand what it's asking, try asking a classmate or your teacher for more information. If there's an error message that you can't figure out, write down carefully the exact wording of what it says. This is important because it really helps me figure out where I need to start with the computer. Imagine the following scenario. You call 911 and have an emergency, but all you tell the operator is, "I need help," and you hang up the phone. The operator would have no idea where to send that help, what kind of help you need, or even how critical of a situation it is. That's kind of like coming to me and saying, "Well, I got an error message, but I don't remember what it said." I really have no idea of where to start with that computer to begin fixing it. The more information you can give me about a problem, the easier it is for me to fix that situation. So if you can remember what programs you're running or what you were doing on the computer at the time, that definitely helps me get you back on your feet that much quicker.